back everyone to another episode on Fitz-PSG. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to get to the PSVR stuff very soon, but right now I wanted to do something special. A lot of comments have come in and you guys seem to really enjoy the stuff that is behind me. So I wanted to actually go ahead and maybe give you like a little mini room tour here. There are a lot of collectibles back there that you cannot see. So I figured what we would do is I would kind of show you around my man cave up here and see exactly what is all in here and what you cannot see. And you can see my obsession and how I have a problem. Now, not everything is up here. My good TV, my PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the Wii U, and my PC for gaming is all downstairs. The man cave is more of my retro stuff and then all my collectibles. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at everything that is up here. I can show it off here. So I'm going to kind of go section by section in the room. Some of the stuff's a little messy, so I'm going to kind of try to film it the best that I can. Not everything is displayed and put out the way that I want it to. But I can at least kind of give you an idea of everything that is here. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the first section. Okay, everyone, so we made it to the first stop in the tour. And this is going to be most of the consoles that I have up here. So we do have the original NES. We have the Super Nintendo. We have the Wii. I did say that I have the Wii U and the Switch downstairs. I tried to keep the Nintendo stuff together here, I believe. I also have the N64 over on the other shelf. I'll show you that then. So I do have those. We've got the Sega Dreamcast down in the bottom, the Nintendo GameCube here, and then behind me we have some of my collectibles. This is a pretty unique item. I was going to throw it out, and then my wife decided she was going to take it and turn it into something unique. So I have a couple of things up here in the man cave that are very unique items that you can't buy anywhere. So this is going to be one of them that I used to display. So she painted everything to be a Mario theme. So piranha plants and the bricks and everything like that. So this is really cool. This is one of the unique items that I have that no one else is really going to have. This is one of the things that I like, kind of having those unique little items. So the next thing that we have up here, we have my Xbox 360, we have the original PlayStation, the Sega Genesis down here, I believe it's the Sega Genesis 3 with Streets of Rage in, one of the best games ever, my PlayStation 3, and my N64 is down there as well. So those are all still completely playable. They all work. I have games for all of them, which I'll show you on the back wall then, where is behind the actual couch. I'll show you that's everything that's in there. One of the cool items is right here, if you can kind of see it. Hopefully you can. I don't know, I might have to zoom in a little bit. No, it looks like you can see it on there. That's cool. So this is the first thing that my wife has ever made for me. She decided to make me something special for our first Christmas together. And she wouldn't tell me what it was, but she did tell me that she spent a lot of time on it and how much it was frustrating her. And I had no clue what she was making. But she managed to surprise me with a custom painted NES controller entertainment stand. So if you can see it from here, we've got the A and B buttons, the start and select, and the D-pad here. So she spent a lot of time on this, and I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. So this is the first thing she ever made for me. The collectible I showed you over there was the second thing, and then I can show you the other two things that she's made for me as well. But this was the first, and this came out absolutely awesome. I just think it kind of brings the whole room together really, really nicely. I like how this turned out. She did an absolutely fantastic job, and I love that she spent that much time on it. Even though she does not like video games, she knows that I do, and she spent a lot of time. So I appreciate everything that she did for that, and I love that she did that for me. So let's move on and take a look at the next section. Okay, this section is not as interesting, not really much over here. I do have the original Xbox here. Gets confusing with Xbox One when technically this is the first Xbox. I have my record player here and a hockey puck. This I actually got when I went to see a game. It actually came up into the stand, so I managed to grab that. So this is a game puck, kind of cool. And then I am a Penguins fan, so I do have a Penguins hockey puck here as well as their Stanley Cup Championship shot glass. And to celebrate them winning their back-to-back, I have the Sports Illustrated, which I'll keep up here. A ton of records, CDs down there. I don't really make much sense when it comes to the teams that I support. So Penguins for hockey and the 49ers for football. I'm all over the place. I know it's kind of confusing, but hey, what are you going to do? They haven't been good for a long time, but hopefully with Jimmy G coming in here, you never know. He was an understudy of Brady. Love him or hate him, Brady is one of the best of all time. So maybe we have a chance. Who knows? I mean, it can't be any worse. It could be the Browns. So let's go ahead and move on to the section behind me over here. This part shows off how much of an obsession I have with Nintendo stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy this part over here. So now we've made it to one of my favorite sections of the upstairs here. It is my amiibo collection. I have pretty much every single amiibo that has released. I believe I'm only missing 5 of them total. There are some that I just either can't find or I'm unwilling to pay the amount of money that the scalpers or people want to pay or charge for them. I'm not going to try to spend that much money. I think the only one I've ever spent more on was like a few dollars more overall. So I'm not going to go ahead and get those ones that I can, unfortunately, unless Nintendo is cool and reprints them like some of the ones from the early stage from before I actually collected them. But I do have pretty much every single one of them here. These are a few deep, so not only do I have some more on the floor that you can see, they are let's see, 1, 2, 4 deep, and I do have World of Nintendo figures as well, and some exclusive ones like the Fox that is black and white here. There are a lot of toys behind me, so since you can't see them all well, I'm probably just going to throw in some B-roll of the actual shelf here so you can kind of get a better idea of everything that I have over here. But I wanted to kind of share some of the amiibos here that I have. I also have some behind the couch, which you've noticed. They are extras that I've bought, so ones that I really, really like, I did buy doubles of, and there are a few that I actually painted and custom painted, so it's kind of cool. So I'll throw some B-roll in here for you guys to get a better idea of everything that I have over here. But as you can see, and like I said, I have a problem, but I think it kind of looks cool up here. Completes the entire man cave. So hopefully you guys like this, and let me go ahead and show you the last section of the room. So we've reached the last section. Everything that I'm going to show you is what is actually behind the couch that you guys normally can't see, and it's obstructed by the actual couch when I'm sitting in it. The first thing that I want to show you is what my wife actually made me for our wedding present. So I got her something, and she decided she would make something since she's so good at it. So this is actually a real working NES zapper gun. It is on the actual power stick, if you remember that from the NES Advantage back in the day. So the only thing I ever used this for was track and field, because it was impossible to play that game without using the turbo button. It's the only game I think I ever used it for. But she had this really cool idea to make one, and so she went to a local video game store that we have near here, and she got this, and she got the zapper gun, and she took it all apart, and I guess ran the wires through it and made it into actually to a functioning lamp. So this isn't something that you can buy in stores. This is something that she made. She's extremely creative when it comes to that stuff. So nothing that I'd probably be able to make myself. Another thing that she made me was actually, since she knows that Zelda is one of my favorite video game series of all time, she took one of my coffee tables and turned it into a Zelda coffee table. So she painted both Link and Princess Zelda onto the coffee table. So this is extremely cool. This is another one of the things that she made for me that you can't find in stores anywhere. This is a very, very nice item to kind of complete the look of the room up here. I like these little items that you can't find anywhere else. So she spent a lot of time making me these little collectibles. I have no idea if she's going to make me something this year, but it kind of seems to be her little trend. She'll find something, and then she'll turn it into something that I can put up here. Really cool stuff. I really appreciate that she does it, and everything she does turns out so fantastic. She likes to say that she has no skills when it comes to creating things, but then when this happens, I call her a liar. So far, she is 4 for 4 on making items. Nothing has ever failed, so I'm going to say she's good at it and she just doesn't realize it. There's a couple of things that I've done. I'm not really creative when it comes to that stuff, but 2 things that I've done. I've taken some amiibos that I had and I've custom painted it. So this one, if you've played Shovel Knight, see if I can get this to go in focus for us. So I've painted Shovel Knight to look like the Golden Knight armor that you can get from the game. I think it turned out really well. I bought an extra one so I could do this. And another one that I made was I bought a Sonic and I turned him into Shadow. Kind of upset that they've never actually made a Shadow amiibo. I understand since he's not in any of the games for Nintendo, for like Smash Brothers or anything, but I wanted to paint him. I think he turned out pretty good. I did this one. There are some blemishes and I'd like to probably make some more custom ones, but those are the 2 that I've done. And then behind me, got the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the Switch. Came with some cool items. We've got the Fallout Nuke packaging. That actually contains the anthology where it's got, I think, Fallout 2 and below, but it's in a really awesome nuke, so I'm never going to open that. That's a collector's item. And the Dishonored 2 came with a collector's edition that came with a Corvo mask. Normally people take it out and display it. Because I'm not normal, I'm going to keep them in their box. And I'm going to make sure to put B-roll in all of these areas for you so you can kind of get a better idea of what's here. Behind me we do have some more amiibos, so I do have some of the extras that I've purchased. I have the Nintendo amiibo display and all of my extras that I have here. And tons of collectibles here, whether it's the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Switch Cube or my GameCube games, Super Nintendo games, everything like that. I've got PlayStation, I've got collectible items down here. I even have sealed Atari games. I think I have Miss Pac-Man and I think Donkey Kong Jr. sealed and a few other ones. So one of the cool things, I know someone commented on it that they really liked this cube that I had back there. It is pretty sweet because it actually is a light and it makes the sound. So I have a lot of random little cool things like this thrown about. But like I said, I'll throw in the B-roll so you guys can see a little bit better what's all here. This is a little different. Hopefully, I've never done a room tour like this, so hopefully it turned out okay. Hopefully you guys like it. I know it wasn't the most professional of room tours, but overall I think it turned out pretty well. Just kind of wanted to get this out to you because I know a lot of people have been asking about what's back here. So I appreciate all the comments. I'm glad that you guys are engaging and kind of commenting on what you see. So I wanted to give this back to you guys. Hopefully you liked it. So if you did, let me know in the comments what your favorite collectible is or what you think of the room overall. And if you're new to the channel, I appreciate you guys giving this a view. This isn't what I normally do. Normally do Let's Plays, and I have done some unboxings, so coming up is a lot of PlayStation VR stuff. I have that in the pipeline, but I wanted to get this out to you first, and a lot of other stuff. So if you are new and this is the first video you see, go ahead and take a look at some of the older videos too, and then always come back to the channel to see what I have. I'm always evolving, trying to give you guys all new content. So if you are new, maybe hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that way when new videos come out, you'll get the notification. You guys can come over here and watch it. So to everyone out there, until next time, I'll see you guys back on the channel.